Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our White-Collar Crimes Defense Lawyer in Missouri website page. Regardless of the crime, we believe everyone is entitled to the best possible legal defense in the state of Missouri. We have created this audio version of our website page to help you better understand our services and protect your future, freedom, and reputation. If you have been charged with the white-collar crimes in the state of Missouri, we can help. Don't face the state and court system alone during your white-collar crimes charge. Contact one of our Missouri white-collar crimes defense lawyers today at 314-900-HELP to protect your rights and future. Let's discuss hiring our white-collar crimes defense lawyers in Missouri and setting up a free consultation with our attorneys. White-collar crimes defense lawyers in Missouri. Facing white-collar criminal charges in Missouri can feel overwhelming, especially when your reputation, livelihood, and future are on the line. Whether you're accused of fraud, bribery, or racketeering, Combs Waterkotte delivers the strategic, discreet, and relentless legal representation you need. We understand the complexities of financial crimes and work relentlessly to safeguard your rights and minimize damage to your personal and professional life. White-collar crimes lawyer in Missouri. When you're under investigation or charged with a white-collar crime in Missouri or anywhere else in Missouri, the stakes are high. You're facing not only serious criminal penalties, including federal prison time and steep fines, but also irreparable damage to your professional life, your reputation, and your future. At Combs Waterkotte, our experienced white-collar crimes attorneys in Missouri know how to protect your rights and aggressively challenge these complex cases at both the state and federal level. Whether you're a business owner, financial professional, healthcare provider, or corporate executive, our skilled defense attorneys provide expert representation tailored to your unique situation. With deep knowledge of financial crimes, extensive courtroom experience, and a reputation for strategic, client-focused defense, we stand ready to fight for you. Accused of a white-collar crime in Missouri? Call 314-900-HELP or reach out online to schedule a free, confidential consultation with our defense team today. Types of white-collar crimes we handle in Missouri. Combs Waterkotte defends clients facing a broad range of state and federal white-collar allegations, including bank fraud, accusations of check kiting, forgery, fraudulent loan applications, or misrepresentation of financial documents, Medicare and Medicaid fraud, billing fraud, false claims, kickbacks, and misrepresentation involving federal healthcare programs, mortgage fraud, loan modification scams, false appraisals, silent second mortgages, or inflated property values, insurance fraud, submitting false claims, arson for profit schemes, or staged accidents, tax fraud and tax evasion, failing to report income, falsifying returns, or claiming illegitimate deductions. Conspiracy, agreements between parties to commit unlawful acts, often tied to other financial or drug offenses. Racketeering, prosecution under RICO for patterns of criminal conduct such as bribery, extortion, or illegal gambling. Securities, fraud, insider trading, market manipulation, or misrepresentations to investors. Extortion, coercing money, services, or influence through threats or illegal pressure tactics. Illegal gambling or gaming, running or profiting from unlicensed or fraudulent gambling operations. Forgery and counterfeiting, creating or altering documents, checks, or currency with fraudulent intent. Bribery, offering or receiving something of value in exchange for influence or favorable treatment by a public official or business partner. Money laundering, hiding or cleaning funds derived from criminal activity through financial institutions or shell entities. How serious is white-collar crime in Missouri? Despite their nonviolent nature, white-collar crimes in Missouri are extremely serious, and prosecutors treat them that way. These crimes often involve significant sums of money, complex financial transactions, and an alleged abuse of trust or professional responsibility. Here's how serious it really is. 1. Prosecuted aggressively at the state and federal levels. White-collar crimes are often investigated by federal agencies such as the FBI, IRS, or SEC, and prosecuted in U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Missouri, St. Louis. These agencies have deep resources and dedicated task forces focused solely on fraud, embezzlement, and related offenses. 2. Long prison sentences are common. White-collar convictions can result in years or even decades behind bars. Sentences are often driven by the amount of financial loss and the complexity of the scheme. Judges may impose harsh penalties to set an example, especially if vulnerable victims were involved. 3. Restitution and fines can be devastating. Convictions often come with massive restitution orders and civil penalties. The government can seize bank accounts, real estate, vehicles, and other assets to satisfy a judgment. Fines can reach hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. 4. Reputation and career damage is often permanent. Being accused of a white-collar crime in Missouri can ruin a professional's career, especially for CPAs, attorneys, doctors, business owners, or anyone in finance or government. Licenses may be revoked, contracts lost, and professional relationships destroyed even before a conviction. 5. Charges often include multiple counts. Many white-collar crime indictments include numerous charges, like wire fraud, mail fraud, money laundering, conspiracy, and more. Each charge can carry separate penalties and compound your legal risk. 6. Jurors take these cases seriously. Jurors may have less sympathy for people charged with financial crimes, especially when large amounts of money or public trust are involved. That's why the defense must be meticulous, strategic, and persuasive from day one. If you're being investigated or charged with a white-collar crime in Missouri, it's not just a legal issue, it's a life-altering event. Hiring an experienced white-collar crimes defense lawyer, like those at Waterkotte, is critical to protect your rights, finances, and future. Penalties for white-collar crimes in Missouri. White-collar crime convictions can lead to federal or state prison sentences ranging from 1 to 30+ years, fines reaching hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, asset forfeiture and restitution orders, permanent damage to your career and personal reputation, loss of business licenses, professional credentials, or government contracts. The consequences are real and often irreversible. That's why we fight aggressively to reduce or dismiss charges and protect what matters most to you. Call a Missouri white-collar crimes lawyer at Waterkotte, now at 314-900-HELP, or reach out online to discuss the specifics of your case. Possible defenses in a Missouri white-collar case. Depending on your charges, Waterkotte may argue, no criminal intent. Honest mistakes in reporting or bookkeeping are not crimes. Entrapment. You were coerced or induced by law enforcement into committing a crime. Constitutional violations, illegal searches or seizures may invalidate evidence. Duress or coercion. You were pressured to act under threat. Insufficient evidence. The government has not met its burden of proof. Why choose Waterkotte for white-collar crime defense in Missouri. When your finances and freedom are at stake, trust a law firm with the skill and tenacity to fight back. At Combs Waterkotte, we are trial-ready attorneys with deep experience in state and federal courts. We understand financial evidence and know how to counter expert witnesses. We maintain direct access to forensic accountants, investigators, and compliance experts. We treat every case with discretion, professionalism, and fierce advocacy. We know how to negotiate effectively with federal prosecutors and state attorneys to get you the best possible outcome. How a Combs Waterkotte, Missouri white-collar crimes lawyer can help. Being accused of a white-collar crime can not only be financially devastating, it can threaten your freedom and future. At Combs Waterkotte, our team of experienced white-collar defense attorneys approaches every case with urgency and precision. We begin by conducting a detailed review of your financial records, working with forensic accountants and tax experts to uncover errors, gaps, or inconsistencies that may help your case. What can happen if you don't hire a white-collar crimes lawyer in Missouri? Steeper penalties. Without experienced representation, you could face longer prison sentences and steeper fines. Missed defense opportunities. You may not be able to challenge evidence, uncover procedural errors, or negotiate reduced charges. Increased stress. Legal procedures and federal investigations are confusing and intimidating without guidance. Professional fallout. A conviction could end your career, cause loss of licensing, and damage your public image. Asset seizures. You may face asset freezes or forfeitures without knowing how to stop them. Poor negotiation. A skilled attorney can often negotiate settlements or plea deals you might not get alone. Higher risk of conviction. Without aggressive, strategic defense, prosecutors may more easily win their case. No federal court advantage. You lose the benefit of our experience in Missouri's U.S. District Courts. A client-centered approach to white-collar defense in Missouri. At Combs Waterkotte, we understand that being accused of a white-collar crime is more than just a legal problem. It's personal. Whether you're a small business owner, corporate executive, medical professional, or public employee, your livelihood and reputation are on the line. That's why we take a client-first approach with every white-collar case we handle. We listen closely to your concerns, educate you on your legal options, and create a personalized defense strategy designed around your unique goals. Our attorneys are known for their responsiveness and transparency, keeping you in the loop at every stage and answering your questions directly. We don't take a one-size-fits-all approach. We fight for your future as if it were our own. When everything's at stake, you need more than a lawyer. You need a legal partner. Contact a Missouri white-collar crimes lawyer today. If you're under investigation or already facing white-collar criminal charges, time is of the essence. Contact Combs Waterkotte or call 314-900-HELP to speak with a trusted white-collar crimes lawyer in Missouri. We offer free consultations and will start building your defense immediately.